You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
Welcome to the Backseat Thriver podcast. I'm Christina Johnston.
And I'm Bridget Costas.
And we really think you guys should listen because we think we're pretty funny.
We are pretty funny.
Yeah.
We're unfiltered. It's real. It's sometimes what you need to hear.
Sometimes what you don't.
But tune in.
Tune in. That was good.
That works.
Woohoo! Welcome.
So excited for today.
So excited. I'm not even going to waste time saying which episode we're in because we now think that we're legit enough that we don't have to say that. So, right?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. I mean,
we're just in season 2.
We're just in season 2. No big.
No biggie.
Can you believe?
It's kind of a big deal.
I know.
It kind of gets me really excited.
It really does.
What are we, like episode 3, season 2?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, now you just totally undermined my introduction that we're not going to say it.
It's actually episode 15. I'm not going to throw it out there. I'm throwing it out there.
All right. So maybe we're not legit enough. We're still in the countdown phase.
Yeah.
Okay. Today's show is really fun because this is something that I love personally. I know you love it. And you, I feel like, are my guru for all of my beauty things. I go to you and a couple other people of like, is this good? Is this bad?
I am beyond excited for today because this is so my jam.
Don't you think that we're going to get smarter?
Or prettier.
Well, smarter and prettier.
I'm going with prettier. I don't care if I'm smart.
Okay.
Oh, she's not very smart, but she sure is cute to look at.
She sure is pretty.
She's got a pretty face.
Okay. So I say we just jump into it.
Do it.
Let's do this.
Do it.
Okay. So we are very, very excited for our guest. Welcome, Marielle. Marielle is a licensed esthetician and she is owner of the Skinology Skin and Body Studio. So she is all things skin and beauty. So this is where you're right. I feel excited because we have so many questions of things. We don't even know the words that we're saying. Like WTF is gua sha. WTF when we dermaplane. Like I have so many questions about this. And men, you're not off the hook either because we're going to be talking a little. I have some questions as well because there's just so much to know and digest. So Marielle is licensed in, she is all things body. She is waxing, dermaplaning, lashes, basically everything that we want to be. So,
Or that we want to have.
So
I don't know if I want to be it. I just want to have it. Like
Okay,
I don't want to
like
put in
that.
the work. I just want to go.
Well, no, like
I want to go to
yeah.
her as a specialist. Yes.
So Marielle, welcome and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Congrats on season 2. And thank you for the breakfast invite.
Oh, we had a good time.
We did.
We talked pretty much nothing about what we're going to talk about today. And it was like almost frantic. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like you. I have so many questions for you.
Will you be my best friend? Please,
Yeah.
please.
I love it.
We basically did establish that we will become friends after this. So
Yes.
it'll be really awkward if she's just saying yes and like, get me out of here. Okay. Also, another very exciting thing about today's show, we are doing a $150 gift card giveaway for Skinology. So we're going to be announcing the winner later today. So make sure that you're following Skinology Tucson and Backseat Thriver and LTD Media, all that good stuff. And I mean, $150, that's a lot of.
That is a lot.
That'll go a long way.
And hey, listeners, if you don't already see it on your calendar, Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Oh,
This is a
truth.
phenomenal Valentine's gift for your significant other, for your best friend. Like, this is good. Or just, you know what? Galentine's Day. Maybe it's just a good gift for yourself.
Okay, David, are you back there with us? Have you got your wife a Valentine's Day present yet? Maybe David's not back there. Who do we have behind the glass today? Show your face. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, are you going to be buying anybody a Valentine's Day present?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, for you,
for
it will
yourself.
be your Valentine's Day gift. There you go.
If you win.
If you win,
Now,
there you go.
This might
Into your
seem a little
chances.
biased, so we may have to exclude her because that's a bit unethical. She's kind of
you
privy
know
to
what?
it.
The algorithm is going to pick who it's going to pick.
You're right.
There you go.
Okay, so we're going to shut up now. So Marielle, tell us everything.
Hi.
Tell us about you.
I'm Marielle. I'm a multi-business owner here in Marana/Northwest Tucson. My primary business is Skinology Skin and Body Studio. We are a full-service spa. My second business is the Blacktop Grill restaurant, specializing in award-winning street food.
Nice.
And my third business is Foodie Bee Media. It's a social media marketing company specializing in social media marketing for small businesses and local restaurants.
That is amazing. Okay, if you guys aren't watching this video, like this woman is super young, and I am just amazed. So when you think of like these young entrepreneurs, local businesses, and I am just fascinated to hear about your journey. Like, how did you guys get into this? When did you decide, all right, I'm going to go from corporate world to
business owner.
This is mine.
So I started in the medical field. I'm retired as a physical therapist assistant. I did that for 7 years, and I had to leave because I was a terrible employee. Would never listen to the boss, completely insubordinate.
I love this honesty.
Put in my 2 cents where it wasn't needed, I'm sure. But I always did great with patients. I loved patient care and working one-on-one. And I just told my husband, I'm going to change career fields. I'm going to go to beauty school. And he said, yeah, go for it. Do it. And what I always envisioned for the end of it was this, having a collaborative space. I have 7 different girls and 1 gentleman at my spa, and we kind of work collaboratively as a team, and it's just my dream.
Oh, that is so cool.
That's awesome. So you went from a healer to a healer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different types of healing.
And always working with your hands.
Yes. I think the route of physical therapy was necessary for me to learn physiology and anatomy.
I think that's one of the most interesting things that I think people don't understand about massage is that, because me personally, I feel like I give a pretty darn good massage. You know, like if you're just rubbing someone's shoulders, my sisters will be like, oh, Chris, you're so good. I'm like, I know. But then when you get one, you notice like a lot of the same repetition. You notice a lot of massage therapists will do certain things similar. And so you're like, well, there has to be some science behind that.
So I have such a passion point because for years I wanted to be a massage therapist.
Wow.
What?
Yes.
You've never even given me a massage.
You've never asked for one.
I didn't know I had to. I thought you'd offer up special talents.
No, massage therapists just don't offer it up. You got to schedule an appointment, pay for that.
You weren't one. You just said it was a passion. So I mean, I like eating. I offer you food. I don't see the problem.
You know what? I don't see any of the Rice Krispie treats that you made the other day. So, anyways,
there's still time. You can still become a massage therapist. I have a room that I've got it for rent. So,
but now I have realized that I enjoy getting them more than I enjoy giving them.
Sure.
So I like being healed versus being the healer.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's an exchange of energy too. So it really has to be the right person.
Tell us a little more, tell us more about the exchange of energy. What does that mean to you?
I think if you're going in to get a massage and the person that's giving you the massage has chaotic energy, you can feel that. You're not going to be able to relax. So I actually prep myself mentally and physically and just spiritually before I even enter the room to see any client for a facial massage.
That's so cool. I've definitely had a massage where now I'm like, yeah, that was hectic for them. Like, and I am, they're running from room to room. And I think one time this person had like just shoved lunch down their throat and they're like sprinting in. And I'm like, how was that onion sandwich you just had?
That's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Onions are a big no-no.
Yeah.
Even at home, if I'm chopping onions, I'm wearing gloves because
that seeps in.
It lingers. So I have kitchen gloves at home for onion chopping.
Oh, so you're brilliant. You really incorporate, this is really a part of your life.
She's a professional, Christina.
Well, I know, but I didn't realize how many people.
This is not just a hobby.
Well, duh.
Or
but
passion.
do you wear gloves when you
But
chop?
I don't rub people's faces for a
Okay,
living.
but if you did, would you think of that?
Yes.
Whatever, Bridget. You just shut up.
Because I'm so smart. I was thinking these things.
Yes.
Like Marielle.
The little things. It's the little things that make a difference.
So this is a totally off the cuff question. What are some other no-nos for massage therapists?
Scents, heavy perfumes, jewelry that dangles because you can hear it when you're massaging. The onion, what else? Maybe the spicy food. You'll be sweating on people. Yeah, those are just some of the ones. Long nails are an absolute no-no. I have like little stubby little fingers because that's going to give the best facial massage.
Okay, so you said facial massage. So I think a lot of us think when you think of massage, you think of a full body massage. Tell us a little bit about what you practice on a day-to-day.
So with facials, we include the décolleté, this area. My facials include upper body massage, scalp massage. It's really a full body situation.
I love a scalp massage.
I have a 2-hour facial that includes a salted foot scrub with hot stones.
I saw that. I was looking at the website of all the services that you provide. And I was like, oh, you get your feet done while you're in your face and your scalp please. And your Yes, please. Okay, so that $150
how about next Friday? You, me, Skinology.
Oh, that sounds great.
All right, I'm
my
into
next
this.
availability is end of February.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay, so she's that good. I like this.
I think a lot of people, like when they think of massage therapy, they think that it's like more of a luxury, like, oh, this is like champagne on a yacht, but it's not. Like I've always thought of massage therapy of like gas in the car. Like you need this in order to make your body run the way it should.
Absolutely. That's the perfect analogy. I always say we get oil changes for our cars, we get carpet cleanings for our home, we get, all of these maintenance things, but what are you doing for maintenance on your body, on yourself?
I don't think a lot of us do. Well, I don't. So give our listeners some tips. If you were going, now I think I think self-care is the first thing to go out the window in a crappy economy. I think, across the board when it's like, okay, am I going to buy food or am I going to treat myself? Right. So what do you think give us like best case of what your recommendations are? How often should we be getting a facial or a massage? And this is not just women. This is men as well. The exact same analogy applies. I do love that. So give us some tips on how we should be taking care of ourselves. How often?
Monthly, really. I have my clients that are reoccurring every month. And it doesn't just have to be facials. It could be a pedicure. It could be a day off. It could be just having some time to think. Could be chiropractic care. As long as you're doing that one wellness thing a month for yourself, I think that's what's going to be the ticket.
Okay.
I love that.
Now, if you're an overindulger, how often what's safe? How often could you go?
I can see people weekly.
Okay.
The thing that makes it monthly is the exfoliation part of the facial that I'm including. So we do an enzyme or sometimes like a scrub of some sort. So you don't want to over exfoliate. But if you're just going in for a hydrating treatment and a little facial massage, that can be done weekly.
Bridget, she just said a word that I hope made your ears perk up a little bit. She said, you don't want to over exfoliate. So
your face. Well, she said your face.
What about your body? Can you over exfoliate your body?
I think you can over exfoliate anything.
See, Bridget?
I think just exfoliating is your start.
Whatever.
How about that?
So, Marielle, you do like that. So can we, and Bridget, I'm sorry. I know we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but I'm just getting really excited about some of this stuff. So when we're talking about the facials,
yes.
So one of the things that we were discussing is, say it, Bridget, you say it better.
Gua sha.
Okay. Tell us what that means and why we should be doing it. And should just women be doing it? Should men be doing it?
Gua sha is the ancient Chinese method of lymphatic drainage using jade stones. Everyone should be doing it. It's safe for everybody.
Okay.
You have to know what you're doing, though. You can't just go in willy-nilly with a stone. You're going to cause some damage. So
I've never... Have you done this, Bridget?
I gua sha.
Every day?
About 3 times a week. So it started with my daughter was sitting on the couch, and this girl, I want to be her when I grow up. She is like the ultimate multitasker and can do all these amazing things at once. So she's sitting down with us in the living room. We're watching a show. She has her laptop on. She's doing homework. She has her phone in one hand, so she's doing her social. And then with the right hand, she's doing this stone on her face. And I look over and I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, this is gua sha. I was like, wait, what? And she said, gua sha? You don't know what that is? And I was like, no, I don't know what this is. But we have to cut to a quick sponsor break. So we will come back with the definition and meaning of gua sha, and if we're doing it right or if we're just causing some serious damage with some weird stone or metal tool. All right, we'll be back.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. It's a new year, but we still have air conditioning and heating systems at last year's prices. We have high-efficient inverter systems for as low as $89 a month. For year-round comfort, call Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or PictureRocksCooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Hi, I'm Alan Murdoch. For the past 20 years, I've been buying, fixing, and selling properties right here in Southern Arizona. And I want to buy your property. Whether it's a house, apartment, commercial building, or vacant land, regardless of the condition or the situation, I want to talk to you. When you sell to me, I pay cash and it's hassle-free. No repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. If you have a property you don't want to deal with and you want a quick solution, call, text, or visit selltalon.com. Again, that's selltalon.com.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash. When you call in anonymously with the tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward. Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, CopperCreekCookies.net.
You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
Okay, so now we're back, and I really need to hear everything about gua sha, how we do it. How do you do it? Let's start there.
It depends what you're trying to do it for.
Okay.
So if we're lifting and sculpting, you are going to take the stone in an upward motion.
And when we say lifting and sculpting, we mean like shaping our face. We mean for a glow.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. You're getting rid of puffiness.
Okay.
You're getting rid of stagnation. We really want, gua sha is about flow. So we're getting fluid through those interstitial layers of the skin. Now, if you're doing it for purposes of lymphatic drainage, you're going downward. So from the jaw downward, chin downward. So there's two ways to do it.
So how do you know which way you should be doing it? Like, can you do both?
You could do both. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. If you wake up, maybe had a little wine last night, feeling puffy, you want to focus on those lymphatic points. If you're not having puffiness and you just want to sculpt for a night out or something like that, then you're going to go upward.
So are these instant results?
I think so, yes.
Wow.
I don't know. Are they, Christina? Look at my face. I washed it last night.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's unreal. So, okay, what about, I don't really want to call this out too much because then, Bridget, that's all you'll look at anymore. Eyes up here.
I can't.
This little gobble in the neck, right? Like
yes.
the skin. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
The
yeah.
right here.
I call it tech neck because all of us are on technology, on our phones, looking down.
Oh.
So what's happening is we're shortening that platysmal muscle, and it's really just kind of drawing everything inward, causing wrinkles. So you really have to focus on massaging not just the face, but the neck down to the décolleté.
And for those that are listening and that don't know what a décolleté is, can you explain what that is?
The décolleté is basically the neck and shoulders. Where you wear a necklace is the décolleté.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
And so facial massage, as we're highlighting, we're talking about the beauty aspect of it, but there's much more of a deeper component when you think of people with stress or TMJ or chronic headaches, things along those lines. Can you tell us a little bit more of that medicinal component behind a massage versus just the beauty aspect?
Sure, absolutely. I think there is a lot of functionality in facial massage. We are releasing tension in the jaw. I'm also certified in buccal massage, which is an intraoral massage.
What?
So that's different.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. What? How do you do that? Are you like putting your hands in my mouth?
Yes.
Say more about that. What?
So I learned buccal massage last July from Mo at Heal Thy Goddess, and she's a facial massage therapist in San Diego. She's just the absolute best, and I had the privilege of training with her, and buccal massage was one of the techniques that we learned. So it really is an intraoral massage. We're using a glove and just kind of going inward for relaxation and letting the masseter muscles relax.
So did you know that we make over 10,000 facial expressions a day? Like, just think about that.
Seriously.
Well,
I guess I just did like 8 in that. What?
Yeah. Like, do you do like facial yoga, like where they tell you to like roll a circle on the side of your mouth, or, kind of go back and forth with your tongue from side to side, and within 10 times of doing it, your whole face is so sore.
Yes. I've seen it, and I feel like it can't hurt. But there's really nothing like hands on a face.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
We got a comment on the live. Blossoming Aesthetics said, because Marielle is a queen, her honey tapping technique is incredible.
Honey tapping? What is that?
Tell us honey tapping.
She's so sweet. Thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa at Blossoming, or not Alyssa, Ashley at Blossoming Aesthetics. Wait, who was it? Ashley or Alyssa? One of the two. Anyway, shout out to both. Honey tapping is an ancient practice. I haven't even written a description or anything for this because it's not on the menu yet, but it's you're applying honey and kind of sticking it to the hands, and it's going to lift and sculpt. So it's a technique that's coming soon.
Oh my gosh.
This is so fascinating.
Can I try this at home?
Yeah. You can try this at home. No, yes, you can try this at home. And I have a product for it. It's the Honeyberry Mask by Laurel. Nice and sticky, so it's good for lifting and sculpting.
This is fascinating.
I think I used to do that stuff when I was a kid. Like, if you ever got your Starburst and you put your Starburst together and you're like,
that
just go ahead and
on your face for lifting and sculpting.
That is amazing.
Coming soon. Honey tapping is coming soon to Skinology.
Okay, you heard it here first. Skinology honey tapping. That seems like so cool.
So we talk about like the last couple of episodes that we've had, we've talked about clean products, ensuring that you don't have a lot of toxins that you're putting into your face and into your body. In January, we were talking about dry January. As you're talking about lymphatic, can you tell our listeners a little bit more about lymphatic draining and how important that is in releasing your body of toxins?
Absolutely. Mind you, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse.
But we
or
say
anything
we say
like
that all the time.
Okay,
We are not
disclaimer.
medical professionals.
Yes.
We are just educated.
Yes, but from my understanding, the lymphatic system is the only system in the body that doesn't self-regulate. So our heart beats on its own, you know, our skin protects us on its own, but the lymphatic system requires stimulation. And we do that naturally just with movement, but there are points in the body where you can stimulate the lymphatic system. So series of like little pumps. And what that does is it allows for toxins and things to excrete.
So this is really important.
It's so important. And kind of going back to, you know, a massage and this type of self-care is like gas in your vehicle. When we were doing our research, I was looking and an article came up from the Mayo Clinic about all of these benefits of massage. And they were saying that a 1 hour massage lowers your cortisol levels in your body, you know, giving your body relief of anxiety, pain, and it really helps combat some of the feelings of sadness and depression. So when you think of just a massage alone can help in, you know, giving your body that type of release and reset is just phenomenal. I find it just absolutely amazing.
There's so much science involved with facials and massages. I think people hear a facial and a massage and it's no big deal, but really it's so scientific and it's so important, and we're saving lives out here.
Gosh, I think this, I don't know if I'm just living under a rock, but I feel like this is such game-changing information.
Yeah. I am a huge believer in this alternative therapy, these types of treatments. And I deal with chronic pain. I have scoliosis. I have broken bones that now in my age, I'm getting arthritis. I've gone through... Oh my gosh,
you sound like a wreck.
I have not lived under a rock. I feel like I've been crushed by a rock. But, you know, having treatment with physical therapy, going to pain management and, you know, and dealing with medicinal pain, and then going and, you know, kind of going through all of my options of treatment, massage therapy is probably the number one treatment that I've received that lasts the longest, and I feel is something that really helps at least my conditions that I have. Mm-hmm. And when I look at, you know, just stats of that natural pain relief, and when we look at all of the dollars that we throw into our body for beauty.
Are you talking about chicken wings?
I'm talking about my chicken wings that I had a couple nights ago that really help fill in the wrinkles sometimes.
There's collagen in those. There's collagen in chicken wings. Natural collagen in chicken wings.
Eat the bones?
No, like the cartilage part of it is the best natural collagen there is.
So eat it down to the bone,
down
Christina.
to the bone. Like down to the bone.
Down
okay,
to the
this
bone.
is a PSA.
Wait, how else do you eat your chicken wings?
Yeah, we need to go get Wingstop to
all the way down to the bone. Oh, I love it. But I think it is. I think it's really important for people to just kind of remember that when we think of fillers, Botox, you know, all of these chemicals that we're putting into our face, you could just get a nice facial instead, right?
You could. And
or complimentary.
To each their own, for sure, as far as Botox and fillers go. But the reason I don't love it is because, again, gua sha is about flow. And if you're injecting things into your face, you're blocking the flow.
That makes sense.
Okay, so if you are one that's had Botox or fillers or any type of injections, can you get facials in gua sha?
It's going to be up to the discretion of the practitioner. Okay. My rule for that is I'm not seeing somebody with fresh Botox or filler within the first 4 weeks of it. Okay. It's got to settle. It's got to get in there, do what it has to do. If you come in with fresh filler, there's a risk of dislodging it with the style of facial massage that I do. So it's on my consent form. There's a warning, like, do not come here if you've had a fresh injection.
Because your cheek filler might be in your jaw.
It'll migrate, yeah.
it might be somewhere else.
Bridget, are you storing seeds in your cheeks now, you little chipmunk?
You know, I'm just asking for a friend.
Okay, so I'm so interested. in all of this. Now, one of the things, so you, before we jump too much to the beauty piece, I have some questions I just want to fire at you.
Yeah.
So as we're talking about facials, so microblading.
Yes.
This is a good thing. This is a bad thing.
Microblading for eyebrows?
No.
For your
I didn't
face.
mean that. Dermaplaning. Oh gosh. Bridget, I can't believe you weren't on me on that one.
I didn't know where you were going.
I know.
I'm going to let you do your
I want to
thing.
know, basically, when we're shaving our face, are we going to come back looking like
a mustache?
Yeah.
Gotcha. The dermaplane.
The dermaplane.
I love a dermaplane.
Okay.
You're not going to do any harm with a dermaplane. Just don't DIY. Don't do it at home. What we use at the spa is a sterile surgical blade.
Okay.
For dermaplaning. It's a professional tool. I love a dermaplane. It's good for exfoliation. It's good for resurfacing. After you've done that, anything that you apply to the skin, it's going to absorb beautifully.
I think if you had a beard before you did it, you're going to have a beard afterwards.
Yeah, the hair thing's
Why are
a
you
myth.
looking at me?
Because you're almost 40. You're going to start getting those chin hairs that are just going to consume you for the rest of the day.
Whatever.
So the hair thing's a myth. It's not going to grow back thicker. It's going to grow back the same.
The hair is not going to grow back thicker. Okay.
It's going to be the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Just find someone who knows how to do it properly.
Okay. Well, I have a bunch more questions for you. We're going to take another quick break and then get ready.
My heat and air work in a state of disrepair.
Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. It's a new year, but we still have air conditioning and heating systems at last year's prices. We have high-efficient inverter systems for as low as $89 a month. For year-round comfort, call Picturox Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or picturoxcooling.com.
Picturox Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Hi, I'm Alan Murdoch. For the past 20 years, I've been buying, fixing, and selling properties right here in southern Arizona. And I want to buy your property. Whether it's a house, apartment, commercial building, or vacant land, regardless of the condition or the situation, I want to talk to you. When you sell to me, I pay cash and it's hassle-free. No repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. If you have a property you don't want to deal with and you want a quick solution, call, text, or visit selltalon.com. Again, that's selltalon.com.
Discover the power of 88 Crime, where your anonymous tips are rewarded with cash. When you call in anonymously with the tip, you are given a code. With the code and a password, you can walk into a bank and redeem your reward anonymously. If your anonymous tip results in a felony arrest, you can claim up to $2,500 cash reward. Let's stop the silence on crime and strive for a safer community. For more information, please visit 88crime.org or call 88crime.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, coppercreekcookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, coppercreekcookies.net.
You're listening to the Live the Dream Media Network, Arizona's premier live podcast studio and online radio.
Okay, we're back with my burning questions. So one, I'm not going to grow a thick mustache.
Well, you might. It's just not going to be from dermaplaning. It's just going to be because your testosterone levels are going to go through the roof.
All right, enough of you over there.
Come on, I'm speaking from experience. I need to give you these life experiences. You know,
I don't want them.
I'm almost 50 here. You're almost 40. You're going to start getting that one little squirrely hair on the mustache.
I'm going to go to Marielle and she's going to help me.
Exactly. We'll wax it. We can wax the hair.
Okay, so because you just opened the door to waxing, she is also 4 times certified in Brazilian waxing, which I'm not going to lie, I squeezed my butt cheeks together a little on that one. How does one get 4 times certified? Talk to us about that.
So that happened out of necessity. Okay, I had a girl at my spa who was the best waxer. She taught me how to wax, and she was great. But she left, and it didn't leave that service at our spa. Nobody could do Brazilian waxings, and so I didn't want to lose the business, and I didn't want my clients going elsewhere. So I practiced and took all of the certifications and made myself the best, and I can do a Brazilian wax in 15 minutes.
And for those of us who may not exactly know what a Brazilian wax
is that really something you want to discuss?
That is from the top of your pubic bone to the top of your butt crack.
All of it.
Okay. Hopefully that's not happening after a facial. Just kidding, Marielle.
We're taking all the hair, front, back, all of it, and quickly.
What about men? Do they come to you for this?
No, I don't wax men.
Okay.
There are practitioners in town that wax men, and I will just refer them out.
Okay.
But truth be told, men are big babies. They can't handle waxing.
They are.
They don't have
you
the pain
heard
tolerance.
It here, honey.
Yeah.
Men are big babies.
We were yapping about this right before we started, that you, on one of your polls, somebody, with everything that you're doing, I mean, owning and operating a restaurant, the skin studio, where do you get the energy for this? Like, I'm exhausted listening to you.
And you
like,
have a young child.
Yes. Like, oh, I didn't have a person doing it, so I decided to do it and become the best. Not even just do it, but become the best at it.
I'm the best at it.
The best. Yes. I love this.
I love this.
Where do you get your energy?
I don't think it's an energy factor. I think it's just there's really no other choice.
Okay.
As a small business owner, you eat what you kill, and you have to get yourself up and get yourself motivated, because there is no one else that's going to tell you that it's time for an appointment, or that it's time to get off the couch, or that you have to wake up early. You're the driver for that business. And if you don't show up, then there's no business.
Does it ever make you want to be an employee?
No,
like,
I said, I was a terrible employee. I was just
she did say that.
No, my boss, I'm sure, hated me, until I did have a good boss who said, you should leave and run your own business.
Wow.
And yeah, so
You're like,
it's because he really wanted to get you out of there.
Probably.
You should be the boss.
Yes.
But not here. Thank
exactly.
you, Marielle.
Pretty
Thank
much.
you.
No, he was very sweet. He was very supportive, and he said, you should leave this place and go run your business. It's time.
I love that. Okay, my last pepper question before we move on. So when we're talking about the gua sha tool, you had mentioned, I mean, because I've seen the ones at Target, Amazon, they're $10.
Yeah.
How do we know what's the good tool? What's the right price range? You mentioned they can go up to $300 for the tool. So how do you know you're getting a good one?
Yeah, so the ones that I practice with, I do have the $300 one, and that is my most prized possession.
Ooh.
That came from an esthetician, Donna Omari, who's passed away, and she was doing quality control on each stone before they got shipped out. So I just hold that near and dear. And my other stones come from the Master of Gua Sha, Cecily Braden. Those are about $120. But there are no rules with Gua Sha stones. Pick the one that calls to you. Pick the one that feels good in your hand. That's the rule.
Okay.
I picked the one that was like, $8.99.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a brand. I know Marco Baduzco, or however you say his name.
Yeah.
Never even heard of that. So a $10 one can be just as effective.
Absolutely.
You don't have to break the bank for this.
You don't have to break the bank for this. I do, because I'm a professional and this is what I do for a living, and I want my clients to have the best. But you don't have to. You could get one on Amazon. It's going to be just as good. It's really about the technique and the knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love this.
Now, you also mentioned you might be making a YouTube video on how to do this, so that, and we'll be sure if and when you do that, we'll get that up, because I would absolutely watch that.
Okay.
That sounds...
I've had clients that have requested this, because I say, just do it this way, go downward, go upward, and they're like, I'm confused. So the solution to that was really doing an educational YouTube video that I could send out to my clients. So yeah, coming soon.
Okay, so I want to shift gears a little bit, because I'm now stuck on chicken wings and I'm a little hungry.
I know. It sounds pretty
collagen. Good. And now I'm thinking about, where are we going to eat this weekend for dinner? What are we going to do? And Marielle, you had shared with us, you and your husband, you guys have a restaurant as well. Tell us a little bit more about that, and we need a date there.
Okay,
We do.
Please come by. So the Blacktop Grill, located on Cortero and Thornydale, began in 2014 as a food truck, and hubby just took it out everywhere. This was in the beginning when the breweries were booming. So the breweries plus a food truck equaled
a good night.
Yeah, a good night. So he kind of made a name for himself doing that, taking the food truck everywhere. And then in 2020, we decided it was time to scale. And so we opened the brick and mortar in 2020, November, in the middle of the global pandemic.
I was going to say, you picked a really good time.
Wow.
I know a lot of people were, it was a scary, awful, terrible time, but there was also a good time for opportunity then.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to negotiate and get a great deal for our space. So yeah, that opened up.
So what's on the menu?
So we specialize in award-winning street food, is what he calls it. We do gourmet hot dogs, quesadillas, sandwiches, salads, gourmet, casual. There's good organic ingredients in there, and there's still like the savory things, and we have a full vegan menu and a keto menu. So
full vegan menu?
Oh my
gosh.
Menu. We just added a new menu item, and it is the blue oyster mushroom tacos. The mushrooms are grown at BKW Farms in Marana. So we kind of work with
that sounds awesome.
That sounds delicious.
They are so good. Completely vegan, light.
What's your go-to?
So good. I eat everything on the menu. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know how
you're
you
like,
would
honey,
choose.
I'm working late. Can you bring something
but the
home?
one menu item that I fought for was the classic hot dog. I just wanted like a classic ballpark dog with the mustard, the ketchup, and the relish. And
that's so good. You just can't get that anywhere.
You can't unless that's why it's like when you go to a baseball game, you're like, I just want a hot dog.
A hot dog, yeah. And hubby fought me on that one because he's like, that's too simple. It's too plain. It's too boring. But I lobbied for that.
You won.
And
yes.
is that, I'm sure that's a popular
people love
item.
It. Yeah, people love it.
Okay. That's so cool. So talk to us a little bit about owning businesses. I mean, you are the first call when something goes wrong. You cannot delegate this off to other people. How does that, and you hear constantly how restaurants, I mean, the fact that you guys have been in business for 11 years now, is most restaurants fail after the first year or something, whatever that stat is, but it's early on.
Yeah.
What are you doing that makes you, that you're here 11 years later?
Yeah, so this is year 5 of the restaurant, but I really have to give credit to my husband because he's just so smart and so entrepreneurial, and he's spent 25 years working in restaurants learning what he didn't want to do. So now he's a great boss and a great leader and just a great business owner.
That's so cool.
That is wonderful. Okay, does he gua sha?
He does, yeah.
Does he? Okay, tell us.
I do it for him, but yes.
Okay.
He loves a facial, and I'm going to call him out here because he does a lot of self-care. I'm talking chiropractic appointment, monthly massage appointment, facial once in a while, morning meditation every day, stretching. He does it all.
That's
so
incredible.
Impressed. Good job. Good job,
Gabe.
I don't know if I'm getting too personal here because you shared this at breakfast. You and your husband stopped drinking 1 year ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So and started when?
Last January.
Dry January.
Started with a dry January and never came back.
See, we never thought that was a true thing. Like we were asking that question in our January episode, like when we know it feels so good and it feels so right to stop drinking, why do we start drinking again on February 1?
Exactly.
But you didn't tell us.
No, I just think we felt really good cutting the alcohol, and it's made us much more productive, and we're sleeping well. And for him, it cleared up some of his eczema, skin issues, a lot of redness. He lost 20 pounds.
Of course he did.
He did. I lost 6 pounds.
Of course.
That's just how it goes.
Yep.
But yeah, we've just seen so many more positive things cutting that alcohol out.
You know, one of our girlfriends had asked me after that episode, she said, you know, you guys were talking about when you know better, do better. When we're talking about, you know, the plastics and we're talking about just different chemicals that we know, or, the red dyes. And she said, so why are you still drinking? And it was kind of a funny, like, thanks for calling me out there. But I mean, really, like, this feels like it's going to be the thing with, I mean, you mentioned the Surgeon General warning, like this is causing cancer. So why are we still doing it? And
I think it's habitual.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's just become a habit for people. I mean, it was for us.
And you were sharing with us that you have some phenomenal alternatives. So if you are somebody that's really trying to be disciplined and you don't have an addiction and you have more of a habit when you're grilling or in social settings, or, like me last night, I'm making pasta. I'm like, gosh, you know what? Darn it. I'm going to get a glass of red
Crack
wine.
that bottle.
And it's kicking my butt this morning because I have a headache and you just kind of feel a little tense. But I washed it last night, so you didn't see my swelling too much this morning. But you were sharing with us, like, you have some go-to favorites that you like.
Yeah, I think we've just replaced it. My all-time favorite is this wine called Gießen Rosé. It's from New Zealand, and it's the perfect crisp rosé for summertime. They also have this brand called Ariel, does a great red blend. And mocktails are always fun. At the restaurant, we carry one NA beer. It's the Dos Equis Limón y Sal, and it's just great for micheladas. There's options here.
That sounds really good. Real good.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, the fact that your life and business, and I think they certainly intersect there, of like health and wellness. So it's kind of funny that, you're doing all these amazing things for your body, for your skin, for your internal systems. And then it's like, but I'm drinking poison at night.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's kind of cool to be able to put that into practice.
Yes, it's counteractive. You're canceling out all of the good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But again, to each their own. People like to drink. You can have a drink. That's okay, Bridget.
Yeah. That's okay, Bridget. We're not
Call
judging
me
you a
out.
lot.
Don't judge me.
I brought you guys a bottle of margaritas.
Which was so
it was so great.
Dang sweet.
So we end up getting surprised by your husband this morning, and
there's a bottle.
You had left. You had left, and we're sitting there drinking our coffee, and there's a bottle of margarita mix. He's
Don't
like,
mind
so
that.
this is what you guys do when you're prep session.
That's great.
Sure is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Oh, I love that. Okay, so Marielle, tell everybody where they find you. How do they book an appointment? Give us all this.
Okay, so for facials, skinologytucson.com or on Instagram at skinologytucson. For the restaurant, theblacktopgrill.com, the Blacktop Grill on Instagram, and then my social media services is at FoodieBeeMedia on Instagram.
Oh, love this.
Love it.
Bridget, any other burning questions before we wrap this up and take another minute to remind everybody about this $150 giveaway?
No, I think that I am just so glad that you agreed to come on the show this morning. And
we didn't really give you a choice. We sort of cornered
like
you
2 days ago.
I know. Christina kind of cornered you.
I really
and gave
did.
you no opportunity to say no. She's kind of a bully like that.
Well, I like to think it's an entrepreneurial spirit.
It is. I agree. I agree. I love what you're doing. I love the benefits that it brings to all of us as individuals and as your clients. And I love what you're bringing to the Tucson community. So thank you and your husband for everything that you're doing and just being such a large presence here in the community.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
So tell us about the
giveaway.
Our giveaway.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead. So we got this $150 gift card that is scented.
Lavender.
I mean, you're really, listen to how cool I'm about to sound. You're really giving Elle Woods here with like a scented gift card, a scented resume.
Love it.
So guys, all you have to be doing is following Skinology Tucson and Backseat Thriver. So it literally couldn't be easier. And we're going to pick one of Marielle's followers later today. So you guys still have a little bit of time to make sure that you're following our instructions. And you're going to get $150. Like, part of me, I wish I could rig this a little bit because I really want to.
No Finstas, no fake Instas.
I know.
Win your own.
But I will be making an appointment for the end of February. And I want this 2-hour massage with hot stones on my feet and my décolleté. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at her. Look at me.
Oh, I'm so excited. So thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you, LTD Media, for this awesome studio. And we will be back a little bit later to talk about our winner. Thanks, guys. Oh, wait. Bridget, you usually close us out.
You want me to close this out?
Yeah, close us out. It's
All
really
right,
fun.
all right. So if you don't know how to find us and you want to have the opportunity to put your some skin in the game at Skinology.
Ooh, good pun,
you
Bridget.
like that, and winning a $150 gift card. You can find us at our Instagram at backseat.thriver. You can find us on our website at backseatthriver.com. If you want to learn more about Marielle and you want to connect with her, or if you want to be a guest on one of our shows, you can find us and message us at connect@backseatthriver.com. And again, just to reiterate, our amazing guest today, you can find her at Skinology Tucson and skinology.com.
Yes.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you.
See you
We'll
next
see you
week.
guys next week.